in charge of like Energy Manager of the City of Litomerice till the end of this year, and I will present you very briefly some activities of City of Litomerice within the Stardust project, and I will mostly focus on mobility issues. So just a brief introduction. We started with some strategic approach in 2000, I think it was 12 or 13, when we developed our strategic plan of the City of Litomerice. Just for the introduction, we had some mid-size for the Czech point of view, but small municipality from European point of view. We have about 24 or 25,000 inhabitants. And in the strategic plan, we also defined some goals or strategic areas, and one was also focused on energy issues. And these energy issues were concerned or linked also with some mobility issues. So it was like a starting point. And for the energy, we also prepared in 2014 the municipal energy plan, which is focused mostly on municipal property. And in this plan, we have some strategic goals that we would like to, like the City of Litomerice, would like to save more about 20% of the energy consumption till the end of the year, till the end of 2030. And every year we are able to evaluate what kind of savings we already reached. And from last evaluation, we have the figure about mostly 19% of energy savings we already achieved. So we hope that the City of Litomerice will be able to reach this target. And we also realized that, and it's also linked with the mobility, that dealing with the municipal property, that municipal property accounts just about 6% of the whole energy consumption, and that we have also big potential for energy savings or for using of renewable sources also in the residential sector and also in the transport sector and other sectors. So what you can see here is our goals, or the goals of the City of Litomerice to the year 2030, which are prepared in SECAP, in sustainable sustainable energy and climate action plan, which was approved in 2019, I think, by the City Council. So, and when again, also with the activities which were already done in energy sector, since 2013 we achieved some like a huge energy savings. We achieved about more than 1.5 million euros of energy savings, or the savings of the operational costs mostly in the municipal property. And these savings were also linked with some PV system we are using for e-mobility, and I will tell you about it a little bit more in next slides. So when we are talking about, or when we skip directly to mobility issues, so in 2017 we just or the City of Litomerice decided to buy or to rent 10 e-cars, mostly for the city administrations, and 10 e-bikes, I'm sorry, for city administration. And in 2018, also in terms of one project which were held together with City of Dresden from Germany, we also bought 4 charging kickstands for these e-bikes. In 2018, the City of Litomerice rented like for 2 years e-cars. It was like you can see it on the picture, and it was like 10 Volkswagens e-golfs, and we just rented only for 2 years because we didn't decide to buy it, and it was like something for the leasing for 2 years because we knew, and it was true. We suspect that in terms of e-mobility, that after 2 next years we will be able to have like e-cars with stronger batteries and with some other parameters like that we will be able to reach a longer distance for the e-cars and so on. So maybe it can be also one recommendation, not in this time or in next 2 or 5 years, not to buy the e-cars to the municipal property, but it will be better or more economic, feasible for the municipality to just rent it and so on. And we had also some plug-in cars and so on. We have like 2 e-scooters, and we have also, you can see it in the picture, for technical services. We have this like a small event, just one. In 2018, we just together in cooperation with the Czech most important company in the Czech Republic, is Czech. In this cooperation, we prepared or built a fast charging station near the city center. You can see it in the picture here. And this charging station has the capacity of 50 kilowatts. So it can be used by the public and so on. So it's just part of the charging infrastructure of Litomerice. And other parts are that we have on the parking place where are parked like municipal fleet. We have 4 wall boxes, and we have like also 6 like direct drivers for charging. So we have together 10 other charging points. And what is I think the most important and I think the most interesting project. This project was realized, as I mentioned, together with in one program for the cross-border cooperation with the city of Dresden. And because in 2014 we just realized 3 PV system on the school buildings. It was realized on 2 primary schools and 1 kindergarten. We decided also within this project with the city of Dresden to put in 2019 and 2020 to this PV systems like batteries and charging points. So we are able now to use more energy or electricity which is produced by the PV systems directly in the place. So I will tell you a little bit more about it. So you can see this is on the map, these 3 PV systems or PV installation in Litomerice, and I will tell you a little bit more like in the case of the 1 PV system. You can see this is 1 primary school. You can see on the roof of 1 primary school there's like a big PV system or middle PV system with the installation of about 30 kilowatt peaks, and now we can see some details and some like technical data. The capacity, as I mentioned, is about 30 kilowatt peaks of the PV system, with the annual production about 25 or 26 megawatt hours. And we put into this system batteries with capacity of about more than 70 kilowatt hours, and also the charging station for e-cars and e-bikes. You can see it here on the picture. You can see also the sign here that there's a reservation of 2 places for parking, mostly for e-cars and so on. And due to this installation, we were able to increase the local usage of the surplus which is produced in the PV station from 40 to 60%. So before installation of these batteries, we were able to use about just the 40% of the product produced electricity in the building, in the school, and now we are able to use about 60%. So I think it's important and also good for this. In this project, we also cooperate with the Czech Technical University, with the Center of Energy Effective Buildings. So before this installation and before the public tender for the charging stations and for the batteries, we had to know what is the optimal capacity of the batteries and so on. So it was the reason why we cooperate with this Czech Technical University. And also in this project we developed like an application, or yeah, it's an application, and in this slide you can see the overall look of this application. So you can see here like this three buildings with a three PV system, and you can see some technical data about the production and capacity. You can see if there's, because there are one and the second ports in each building, like for charging. So you can see if it's empty or it's occupied and so on. So it's like the overall application, and also here you can see like the individual application. So everybody who can enter this charging station has also this application with some limitation for the charging, about the information about the capacity of the battery. So if in this building there's the battery is full or it's empty or it's half and so on. So if you can go with e-card to this charging point, and you can use it and so on. So this project was finished just now in December 2020, and I would like also to thank my colleagues, which are also part of this workshop, which were mostly involved in this project, and which also helped with the successful finishing of this project. So I think it's very briefly from my side, and if you will have some questions, I think for the morning session I will be mostly available. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Jaroslav. And yeah, if anybody has any question, please do not hesitate to ask. You can also write it in the chat box at any time, and it can be either asked by me or you can ask it yourself orally. And thank you very much, Jaroslav. It has been a very interesting presentation. Maybe one question I would have is, are there many people, like public people, using the charging stations? Because I don't really know what is the status of e-mobility in the Czech Republic. Is this are there like many people, many citizens using these stations, or still not enough?
Yeah, it's just in the beginning, so we don't have the statistics, but
okay.
If I'm right, and if I remember it well, so we gave the authorization just about to 15 to 20 people, which have some e-cars or and so on in the municipality. So it's just now in the beginning. So the main reason for this charging station is that you can also use it for the charging of the municipal fleet. So this is about like a 10 people, or 10 like 10 people for the e-cars for the municipal fleet, and the rest is like the public citizens which can use it, and where we have the information that they have some e-cars or e-bikes and so on. So, but maybe after half year or 1 year of the operation of the system, we will have more like recent data about this.
So in order to use it, you need to ask for an authorization at the city of Litomerice. Yeah. You need to justify that you own a car which is electric, or
just the authorization for the downloading the application and for using it and so on.
All right. I don't know if there are any other questions. If not, then we can move on to the next presentation. So thank you again, Jaroslav. And I could see that